Communications for Commissioner Lesley Briones. We are excited to be here for the second annual kickoff of Precinct4Forward's Cool for the Summer initiative. So you're going to hear from quite a few community members today. First, you'll hear from Commissioner Lesley Briones, Council Member Abby Kamen, the Vice President of Precinct4Forward and Sung, Leah Barton, the Executive Director of Harris County Public Health, Ryan Baer, the Director of Nature-Based Solutions at HARC, Bruno Gonzalez, the Director of Marketing and Strategic Partnerships for the Spring Branch Community Health Center, Cliff Kennedy, DRC Emergency Services, Francisco Garcia, Disaster Response Project Manager at Ashbridge, and John Berry, the Director of Post-Disaster Programs at Tetra Tech. So without further ado, Commissioner Lesley Briones.
Thank you, Seth. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Burnett Bayland Park. Welcome to the heart of Gulfton. And thank you to all of our partners for making this possible today. The irony is, of course, today's a bit of a cool day, but we know that the heat has been coming and will certainly be here. And we all know the oppressive heat that we have here in Harris County. So I want to say that this is us coming together, public-private partnerships to take action to serve the community. Cool for the Summer is an AC giveaway program, and it opens today at noon. It started last summer. We gave away 250 portable AC units, and this summer, thanks to the generosity of all of our partners, we will be able to give away 300 portable AC units. Thank you, thank you, thank you. These applications will open today, and the deadline to apply is May 29th. This will be open to our seniors age 60 and over, our low-income households in Precinct 4, veterans, and individuals with disabilities. Why is this so important? Heat is not only uncomfortable, but it is dangerous. Here in the United States, the #1 cause of US weather-related deaths are because of extreme heat. And we know that summers continue to get hotter. Here in Gulfton, on an average summer day, it can be up to 17 degrees hotter than in River Oaks, which I also proudly represent. There were, from 2019 to 2023, 7,600 heat-related illnesses. Nearly 8,000 of our neighbors had serious heat-related illnesses. And we know that between 2022 and 2023, heat-related deaths increased 231%. These numbers are staggering. So together, in community, public-private partnership, we are taking action through Precinct4Forward to have this Cool for the Summer program. But we're not stopping there. We are taking a multitude of actions to deliver progress and to deliver protection. I'll just give a few examples. Harris County was the first county in Texas to pass a mandate that those living in the unincorporated Harris County facilities, assisted living and nursing home facilities, that they had secondary power or backup generator to make sure the AC stays on and that essential medical equipment has the power it needs the next time we face a disaster. Harris County was also the first county to pass a climate action plan where we're leading by examples, committing that we, Harris County, will reduce our own emissions by 40% by 2030. We have also been putting permanent and portable generators at our Precinct 4 community centers so that we can activate them as cooling shelters, as heating shelters when we have the next freeze, hurricane, derecho, you name it, right? We've also, and I'm so thankful, we've planted over 4,000 trees in Precinct 4 since taking office in 2023. Notably, in Alief, we have the Barbara Quattro Forest, where we planted over 1,200 trees, and we know that shaded areas can be about 45 degrees cooler. And here at Burnett Bayland, we will nearly be doubling the footprint of this park in the most dense area and the hottest area in the region. So we invite our community members to apply for Cool for the Summer. We look forward to distributing these units to offer relief. AC is not a luxury, it is a necessity here. And so again, I want to thank all of our partners. You're going to hear from many of them, but I want to just say thank you again to our partners at the City of Houston, especially the funding and support that we got from our council member, Abby Kamen, who you'll hear from momentarily. Thank you, Council Member Kamen. Thank you to all the Precinct4Forward and Precinct4 team members. If we could give them a round of applause, especially Kara Cook-Schultz, our Executive Director. Thank you, Kara. I also want to thank our Harris County Public Health. You'll hear from our Director, Leah Barton. Thank you for what you do to make our community healthier and safer. I also want to thank HARC, Director of Nature-Based Solutions, Dr. Bear. The research you do, the partnership and getting grant funding, those trees I spoke of, so much of what you do just helps make Harris County a better, safer, healthier place. Thank you. I also want to thank our partners at Spring Branch Community Health Center for the work they do all the time, and especially in offering the safety, relief, and health to our residents. So thank you, Bruno Gonzalez and Dr. Marlene Trujillo and all the team. To DRC, thank you for what you do to help Harris County, and thank you for your partnership. So Clifton Kennedy will hear from you shortly. I also want to thank the Ashbrit team, who also do so much to help Harris County recover. So we will hear from Mr. Garcia. Thank you, Mr. Garcia, to you and your team, as well as Tetra Tech. Thank you for what you do. All of y'all help us recover from storms and much more. So thank you. We will hear from Mr. Burry shortly. But again, this is a team effort. This is us taking action, and this is one action amongst many, because we all need to be coming together in community, in partnership to get things done to make our community safer, healthier, and more resilient. I will do a very brief version in Spanish because I appreciate our Spanish media partners being here. Today's not hot, but it's windy, so the elements here always prove to be challenging. Pero hola, bienvenidos a todos. Soy Lesley Briones, su comisionada del Condado Jerez de Precinto 4. Bienvenidos a Golfton, bienvenidos al Parque Burnett Bayland. Aquí estamos juntos con los líderes aquí de la comunidad y estamos tomando acción para que nuestra comunidad sean más cómodos y más seguros este verano. Seguimos trabajando para mejorar la seguridad de nuestros residentes del Precinto 4 durante el calor extremo. Me da mucho gusto anunciar el segundo año de nuestra iniciativa Cool for the Summer. El año pasado entregamos 250 unidades portátiles de aire acondicionado. Y este año, gracias a la generosidad de estos líderes, estamos entregando 300 unidades más. El calor extremo es la causa número 1 de muertes relacionadas con el clima en los Estados Unidos. Los veranos en el Condado Jerez son cada vez más intensos y el Precinto 4 incluye las zonas más calientes, por ejemplo, aquí mismo en Golfton. Estas áreas pueden ser hasta 17 grados más calientes que otras zonas como River Oaks. En el Condado Jerez se registraron más de 7,600 enfermedades relacionadas con el calor entre 2019 y 2023. Y las muertes aumentaron 231% de 2022 a 2023. Imagínate eso. Es increíble el poder del calor y es muy peligroso. El calor mata. Y tener aire acondicionado no debe ser un lujo. Este programa, Cool for the Summer, ofrece alivio real y puede salvar vidas. Está disponible para personas mayores de 60 años, familias de bajos ingresos, veteranos y también personas con discapacidades. Las solicitudes abren hoy mismo al mediodía y se pueden aplicar en cp4.harriscountytx.gov/coolforthesummer. Y la fecha límite es el 29 de mayo. Y para proteger a nuestras comunidades del calor y fortalecer la resiliencia del Condado Jerez, estamos tomando acción. Impulsamos un mandato de energía de respaldo para garantizar aire acondicionado en centros de vida asistida y asilos de ancianos. También hemos tomado acción, hemos instalado generadores permanentes y portátiles en centros comunitarios clave del Precinto 4, así que en la próxima huracán o tormenta, estos centros pueden estar abiertos con electricidad para ustedes y su familia. También estamos tomando acción plantando más de 4,000 árboles en los últimos 3 años en el Precinto 4, y porque sabemos que las áreas con sombra pueden ser hasta 45 grados más frescas. Y estamos ampliando las áreas verdes a través del Plan Maestro de Burnett Bayland, aquí mismo. Y nuestro compromiso siempre será proteger a nuestras familias y comunidad del Condado Jerez. Y si usted o su familia necesitan apoyo, les invito a aplicar hoy mismo. Por favor, aplican Cool for the Summer. This is what I love best about Harris County, is that we come together. We come together across levels of government, across the public-private sector to get things done and take action. So please help me welcome another leader who continuously takes action to make the city of Houston and Harris County a better place, our Houston City Council member, Abby Kamen.
Good morning, everyone. Commissioner, I want to thank you, as always, for your leadership in spotlighting such a critical need here in Houston. As the commissioner mentioned, it's not exactly hot today, and we're very grateful for that, but the heat is coming, and we know that it's on the way. Extreme heat, as you heard, is often an overlooked public health threat that is actually one of our leading critical needs. It is a silent killer. Just a few, you heard some of the numbers that are very real here in Houston, Harris County, and across the country. But in Houston, we saw more 90-degree days and over in 2025 than ever before. And in fact, in 23, I believe we had 23 consecutive days in August over 100. That's a lot without any reprieve at all. And the 3 hottest years on record have been the last 3 years. So to see, it's always hot in Texas, but it's getting hotter. And that's a direct result of climate change and extreme weather. And we have to continue to tackle that head on. We know that that leads to more emergency room visits. It strains our healthcare systems, and it disproportionately affects our low income and often underserved neighborhoods, our children and our seniors. And that's why I am so honored to stand here today in partnership with Commissioner Briones, Precinct4Forward, and all of our community partners for stepping up to save lives. I do want to mention just very briefly, Commissioner, your partnership in working with the City of Houston. And we have worked together to coordinate cooling centers in times of need, to work with our local houses of worship to make sure residents who need it most get generators and backup air conditioning units when the power goes out. We've contracted with the Houston Tool Bank to make sure that there's equipment and supplies at the ready for our residents. And of course, we have partnered, while we're focused on heat, thank you, while we've focused on heat, other types of extreme weather and those disaster responses as well. But today, this partnership is not only in response during disasters. This is in response to the needs every single day to save lives and keep our most vulnerable populations protected. We, of course, must do more to bring temperatures down and combat urban heat island effects. We're working together for shade structures at playgrounds. We're planting more trees, but residents need to be able to stay cool in their homes and while they are out in the community, and that's what today is about. So again, I want to thank everybody, all of our community partners. Again, thank you all for working with the county, working with the city, and a friendly reminder as we do get into the extreme heat of the summer, please do not leave your children, pets, or anyone in need, either in a car or somewhere that may be vulnerable. Check on your neighbors, but today is a very special step forward to keep everybody healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Kamen. Good morning. My name is Ann Sung, and I serve as the Vice President of Precinct4Forward. Through the vision of Commissioner Lesley Briones, Precinct4Forward was founded to be the nonprofit partner to Harris County Precinct 4, amplifying and accelerating its work to advance opportunity and justice for the 1.2 million residents of Harris County Precinct 4. We build strong partnerships to deliver real solutions for our community. Cool for the Summer is a clear example of that work in action. In partnership with Precinct 4, Precinct4Forward is making sure that our most vulnerable residents are not left behind, especially during the extreme heat of Harris County summers. In 2025, Precinct 4 and Precinct4Forward provided 250 portable air conditioning units to Precinct 4 families. More than 80% of last year's recipients were in low-income households. Half were seniors, and more than 30% were living with a disability. 100% of families who received a portable AC unit reported a significant improvement in the quality of their life. I want to tell you about one of our seniors who is 75 years old. She shared that after months of sleeplessness in a poorly ventilated room, after she received the AC unit, she experienced immediate relief. She reported finally being able to sleep comfortably and feel at ease in her own room, improving her health and happiness. This program reflects what is possible when we bring together public partners, private support, and a shared commitment to community health and safety. I want to give a big thank you to the donors who make this work possible. To our partner, Councilmember Kamen, and to DRC Emergency Services, Tetra Tech, and Ashbrit. Thank you for your partnership. At the end of the day, this is about protecting health and saving lives, which is why it is my pleasure to introduce Leah Barton, Executive Director of Harris County Public Health.
Thank you, Director Sung. Good morning. I'm Leah Barton, Executive Director of Harris County Public Health. Thank you, Commissioner Briones, for your continued leadership in elevating public health issues such as heat safety. As you noted, excessive heat is the leading cause of weather-related deaths in the United States. To understand local impacts, our team developed the 2024 Health Impacts of Excessive Heat in Harris County, Texas report, and also launched a Heat and Health online dashboard identifying communities in Harris County that are particularly vulnerable to extreme heat. In our data, we see that men aged 18 to 44 experience the most heat-related illnesses, often due to time spent working outdoors. However, people age 65 and older face the highest risk of dying from heat exposure, which is why we're so glad to see this program return for a second year and prioritize seniors. As we head into the hottest months of the year, Harris County Public Health is actively monitoring heat conditions, sharing heat-related messaging, and preparing for large-scale events like the FIFA World Cup, which will bring many visitors who may not be accustomed to our climate. The good news is that heat-related illnesses are preventable. We encourage everyone to stay hydrated and drink water regularly. Limit outdoor activities during the peak hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Apply sunscreen with SPF 15 or higher. Wear hats and sunglasses for extra protection. Use air conditioning or visit cooling centers to stay cool. Check on vulnerable individuals, your elderly neighbors, or those with health conditions. Never leave children or pets in vehicles, even for short periods of time. And watch for signs of heat exhaustion or heat stroke, such as dizziness, rapid heartbeat, headache, nausea, or confusion. If you experience any of those, move to a cooler place and get help immediately. Excessive heat is a pressing public health issue that disproportionately affects our most vulnerable community members. By staying informed, taking preventive action, and supporting community initiatives like this one, we can reduce our risk and save lives. Thank you again, Commissioner Briones, partners, and the Precinct 4 team for growing this exciting program. I'd now like to welcome Dr. Ryan Baer, Director of Nature-Based Solutions and Senior Research Scientist at HARC.
Thank you, and good morning, everybody. So as she said, my name is Ryan Baer. I'm a Director of Nature-Based Solutions at HARC. So I'm also here today representing the Houston-Harris Heat Action Team, which has taken a closer look at how temperature is distributed across the city through 2 large-scale community mapping efforts. These community science campaigns help identify where additional shade, trees, and cooling strategies are needed most. The area around Burnett Bayland Park in Gulfton has consistently been found to have higher temperatures than the campaign area average, indicating a strong need for cooling interventions. As part of those interventions, HARC is partnering with Precinct 4 and other organizations on the Forestry Initiative, which focuses on planting trees and creating green job opportunities to strengthen neighborhoods, including combating the urban heat island effect. It's initiatives like Forestry and Cool for the Summer that stand to benefit some of the most heat-vulnerable communities in Houston and Harris County. I would like to thank the Precinct for their leadership and partnership on this important issue. Next up, I'm going to introduce Bruno Gonzalez, who is the Director of Marketing and Strategic Partnerships with the Spring Branch Community Health Center. Thank you.
Good morning, Southwest. I'm Bruno Gonzalez, and I'm honored to represent Spring Branch Community Health Center, where we provide healthcare services to communities in Spring Branch, West Houston, Cy-Fair, Katy, and Northwest communities. Through this partnership, last year alone, we were able to identify 20 vulnerable individuals, and we were able to supply these AC units. Through these initiatives, we are making a difference. Within our organization, every summer, we prioritize healthcare campaigns that focuses on how to combat the heat in Houston. And we will continue to be advocates for our community members, our patients, and we welcome other partners to come forward and allow us to make healthy changes within our communities. So thank you, Precinct 4, for your leadership and for inviting us to be part of this and making a difference within our communities. And now I welcome Clifton Kennedy with DRC Emergency Services.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Cliff Kennedy with DRC Emergency Services. And like the others have said, we're honored to be a part of this event today. Usually you see DRC after a disaster. So we're glad to be here on a blue sky day, a part of this great program. And we're thankful to be a trusted partner to the county for over 2 decades now, providing disaster recovery response dating back to Hurricanes Ike, Harvey, and most recently Hurricane Beryl. So we appreciate the opportunity we get to do work here within the county, but we're really humbled to be a part of a program like this to where we can, in turn, give back to the communities that we serve. So we appreciate Commissioner and the Precinct for leadership on taking the leadership to give back to the community and allowing us to be a part of it. So thank you for having us here today. Next, I'll introduce Francisco Garcia. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. My name is Francisco Garcia, and I work for Ashford. I'm a project manager. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here and for allowing Ashford to support this important Cool for the Summer initiative. On behalf of Ashford, it is an honor to stand here with Harris County Precinct 4 and Commissioner Lesley Briones. And in partnering in keeping our neighbors safe, healthy, and resilient during the extreme heat of a Texas summer. Ashford's core mission is disaster response. We come in after hurricanes, floods, and major storms to help communities clear debris, restore critical infrastructures, and begin recovery. But we believe just as strongly in being present before disasters, investing in preparedness and community resilience, efforts like this one, so that fewer families ever reach a critical point. Cool for the Summer is literally saving lives and helping reduce heat-related emergencies before they happen. And Ashford's proud to support this initiative to ensure that relief is not a luxury, but something we deliver together as a community. Thank you to Commissioner Briones, the Precinct 14, and all the partners who made this happen today. Ashford is committed to continuing this partnership in times of disaster and days like today, as we work together to keep Harris County cool, safe, and ready for the summer ahead. Thank you. And I want to introduce John Burr, Director of
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Francisco, and thank you so much for everybody being here today. John Burry, Director of Post-Disaster Programs with Tetra Tech. I've worked in the disaster recovery for 25 years and serving Harris County for the last 20, and at no point have I seen the servant leadership that Commissioner Briones has shown in preparing the community and the whole community for situations like extreme heat or disasters and emergency situations. Her and her staff have been committed to this during her tenure with the county, and again, it's just been incredible to watch, and especially the Cool for the Summer program being another incredible example of this. From the plans and the preparation, those directly contribute to how our community bounces back. And so in an area like Gulfton and other parts of the county, it is just, it's incredible for the residents and the citizens to have this kind of support from the elected official and from the county itself. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Commissioner Briones for her closing remarks. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you join me with a Texas-sized thank you to all of our partners for their generosity? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. One of my dear friends lost his father, a senior citizen, to heat. This is very real, and this is coming to our community yet again, and it keeps getting hotter. So let us show up for each other. Let's continue to show up for our neighbors, for our friends, especially our seniors, those with disabilities. And so in unity, I believe that is what creates what is so special about Houston, Harris County. That in unity, we can come together in partnership to get things done, to make Harris County a safer, better place to live. And so with that, applications open at noon, Cool for the Summer. We look forward to giving away these 300 AC units to our neighbors to make the summer safer and more bearable. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you again to our partners. I'd like to invite Kara Cook-Schultz up for the concluding portion of our program.
doing some check presentations from our generous sponsors, and we'll be taking some photos during the check presentation.